Welcome to another edition of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Today's whiskey is Crown Royal Peach. And today's Nerd Stuff will be discussing comics. The first comic book that we're going to talk about today, and actually the first couple, is going to be Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and I believe the first couple are from the 70s. This one, I found it in the dollar bin. Don't pay any attention to the prices that are on the comics. I particularly like this one. I don't remember having this one in my collection. And there was something about Ghost Rider on the red motorcycle that kind of stood out. And I wasn't sure which Ghost Rider this was. I don't remember who the specific Ghost Rider was in the late 70s. I just thought this was kind of cool. Where it says, "Too late, can't reach him, Spider-Man's at the mercy of Trapster." I don't remember who Trapster is. If anybody remembers how big or small of a villain this was in the Spider-Man mythos, please feel free to comment in the comment section. The second comic book that we have on the list is Marvel Team Up and Iron Fist. And this was kind of cool. I definitely remember these ones from the 70s a lot. I kind of thought this was cool with the car in the background and him swooping in to help save Iron Fist. I'm not sure who the character in the car is. I feel like it's somebody we should recognize, but I just don't off the top of my head. I always thought Iron Fist was cool back in the 70s and always enjoyed the costume. Definitely, I'm glad I picked this one up. The next one is Marvel Team Up with Black Widow. I don't remember this particular one, so this one kind of surprised me. I don't remember him teaming up with Black Widow. I thought it was cool. Her costume's always awesome. Thought this made a great cover, and this is Marvel Team Up and Black Widow, issue number 82. The next one, I don't remember. I feel like this is a reprint. It said, I feel like this was a reprint of a Marvel Team Up. This looks like an 80s cover, but I swear these were all in the 70s. It's got Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and Miss Marvel fighting the Skrull. Again, I feel like this one's a reprint, and if anybody knows that's watching this, knows if it was in fact a reprint, please let me know in the comment section. Would appreciate it. The next one is just a completely random comic. I didn't even realize I picked this up when I just grabbed what I was going through. Hug a Bunch. Never seen this comic before. It kind of looked interesting. I'm going to guess this is early 80s. It's kind of got like a little Archie, Richie Rich kind of vibe. If anybody knows anything about this particular comic, please make a comment in the comment section. This is just not something I'm familiar with. I didn't even realize I picked it up when I grabbed the backs that I was grabbing. The next one, comic book that I always will pick up in the dollar bin. If I ever see this under a couple bucks, regardless of the issues, I'm a huge Alpha Flight fan, and so I will always pick these up. This one just happened to be Alpha Flight number 1. How do you pass up on that? And I think this ended up only being like $3 or $4 when it was all said and done. So I felt like I got a good deal on this. I felt like the cover was good. Makes me think if I clean and press this one, not sure what would it come back to. Anybody who does great comic books on a regular basis, please comment in the comment section what you think this would come back as and if it would be worth sending this one in. The next one is Alpha Flight number 2. So again, I kind of picked these up back to back. Definitely thought it was an interesting one. I'm always going to pick up the Alpha Flight comics. Have always been a huge fan of those. And so these are ones that, again, that I'm always going to go for and find. That was Alpha Flight number 2. And then I had a couple people reach out to me about the Crown Royal and wanted to know what was a good mix to the Crown Royal Peach. I'm in this particular right here, I've just got it with some ice, which really opens up the flavor. But I do, you can mix it with the Coke. You can also mix it with iced tea, Sprite, 7-Up, lemonade. So if anybody who's listening has a particular favorite that they will go ahead and mix their Crown Royal Peach with, please feel free to make a comment in the comment section. And again, this was just a rather quick video on just some comics I picked up. If anybody has any comments about the particular comic books, the whiskey, would love to hear them. And until next time, cheers.